Good day, everyone. Today, me and my group members are going to present about System Analysis Design Mini Project 1. My group members are Priya Ilangovan, myself, Taarshinii Parthipan, and Karen Sylvia Simon. Introduction. First, let me define what an access control system is. An access control system allows a person to enter an area by verifying their identity with a credential. The credential can be well known, such as a social security number, something that is carried, such as a card or token, or something that the authorized person possesses, such as a fingerprint or iris scan. The credential is input, swiped, presented, or scanned, and access is given or denied after some level of authentication. We must understand the significance of an access control system. Access control is not a security feature. It is a concession made by security programmers to daily operating requirement. Perfect security necessitates flawless access control. Access control systems are electronic systems that allow authorized employee to enter through a security portal without the requirement for a security officer to check and authenticate their authorization, often by presenting a credential to the system. A security portal is a door or corridor within a security perimeter that serves as an entry point. Access control systems are important component of a comprehensive security program that aims to deter and reduce criminal activity as well as violation of a company's security standard. Define system user category. The first one is admin. The admin should monitor the security system, procedures, policies, and outcomes of the ADAX office entry, as well as all restricted access control rooms on a regular basis. Aside from that, all access restriction, administrative control, and data control should be suitably powered by smart and complex technology to achieve the best workplace security. Digital access must be performed under the tight data management process by administrator. The administrator should install a professional-grade surveillance system to monitor physical action and movement to make the workplace safer. The equipment should also be inspected by the administrator. All necessary security cameras, automated door locks, ID card reader, and other equipment are included. Admin do not utilize vendor password or any other form of protection. Network access should be tracked and managed by the network administrator. The next one is staff. All employees should have identification card and perhaps key card to unlock at front door. Staff can obtain access to space depending on their role and identity while also keeping track of their movement by using card as keys. Staff must have an ID number to operate the keyboard at the entrance and other doors. Additionally, employees should use fingerprint identification. Fingerprint scanner placed at the entrance to desired physical spaces or control rooms can subsequently be used to control access to those areas or control panels. The third one is guest. Every guest will be expected using the client management system to check in. Each guest contact information should be collected. Make a note for the reason for the visit as well as host employee's name and the person the guest expect to meet. All recipients must register in prior. It removes the need for manual check-in procedure and save time. Guest management is also in charge of pass protection and security access. Pass printing is another guest management tools that help to keep the office safe. It helps to identify different types of visitor, including unauthorized visitor. That's all from me. Thank you.
Menu process. Maintaining the record. Among the most valuable characteristic of an access control system is its ability to keep track of all activities. If individual code keys are used to offer personal identity, for example, when each door is open and who opened it, this capability might be an excellent place to start for any investigation following an event. The next is Key changes. Frequently changing access codes is a highly efficient, low cost, and unfortunately un- under-used method to exchange and access control system security. To alter a keypad code, simply move appropriate switches in the control unit. Changing the code on the card access system or other portable key system can be simple or complicated, and it may need issuing new keys exactly like an old style mechanical lock. This should be considered when purchasing a system. Next is backup for power cut. Internal cells are commonly included in access control so that they can continue to function regularly even if the power goes out or the power cables are disconnected for a period. The next is master code. This option provides individually codes to door but a master code, which often stored by the security and maintenance department, can unlock all doors. Next is temper alarm. If a criminal can gain access by breaking or removing the electronic controller, the security provides is clearly breached. The control should not be accessible from the porter's exposed side, and an alarm should be installed if the unit is open or attacked. The next is function deposition diagram. Access control diagram. Um, It will be three: admin, staff, and guest. For admin, system maintenance, staff registration, staff information, manage staff ID or fingerprint control, guest registration, and manage guest visitor pass. For the staff, department maintenance, department security, and department access control. And the last thing for access control diagram is guest. Scan QR code, fill in the form, receive guest visitor pass. The next is context diagram. Physical access control system, display ID system, and automatic staff ID goes to staff. And then from the staff to physical access control system is scan ID card and scan fingerprint. From physical access control to guest is generate guest visiting form and generate guest visitor pass with number. From physical access control to guest, register guest info and scan QR code of system. The next is physical access control system goes to admin is receive guest info, receive staff info. Next is from admin to physical access control is register new staff data and update current data. Next is DFD level 0. This is the DFD level 0 diagram. There are three external entities, five processors, and three data storage in DFD level 0. The flow of a staff registration and guest visiting process is described in this diagram. To begin, a new employee would fill out and apply to work for the company. The admin will receive the completed form and store it in the database. After the admin is chosen, the qualified employees, they will be given a staff ID and fingerprinted for security purpose. The ID and fingerprint are used to control access to the office by the employees. They could only access the location and files the administrator determined. If they try to access the unauthorized information, the security alarm will go off, alerting the other staff and admin. Next is guest. As for guests, they will register themselves as visitors using QR code, which is generated by the admin. They would have to scan the code and fill in their details and purpose of visits. After successfully done the scanning, they will receive a visitor pass with a microchip built into the track their activities within office parameter.
My name is Taarshinii. So today I would like to explain the DFT level 1 for process A. So this is our DFT level 1 diagram for our process A. So the explanation will be the process A is concerned with the access control. We will first collect personal information and validate the information provided on the registration forms. This verification will determine whether the employees are qualified to work for this company. If the staff is qualified, the system will recheck for the double confirmation, create an ID number along with a card, and ask for their fingerprint to be registered, giving them access to the departments where they are assigned to work. It will generate the ID and fingerprint, then transmit the confirmation to the both administrators and employees. The system will reject the employees if they were not chosen. Next is, this is our DFT level 1 diagram for process B. So the explanation is, security breach is the subject of the process B. We believe that this is one of the most significant factors in any location. When the database receives an ID scan or fingerprint scan from a member of staff, the system verifies their identification. The system will review for security reasons before giving the confirmation to the personnel. The personnel will have access to the information they require after receiving the second confirmation. If the authentication fails, it will detect the fake staff authorization and send an alert notification to the administrator as well as the department's personnel, while others department staff will receive a warning notification. So finally, the conclusion for our mini project. Based on the physical access control system, our team prepared a system analysis. As this report demonstrates, physical security is a vital part of safeguarding people and assets in any field. Physical control techniques, including the installation of relevant challenges that meet the desired level of security, must be thoroughly investigated. The type of surveillance system to install is also determined by the amount of the physical security required. Each security system includes enhanced security measures such as door access codes and biometric identification. Physical access records can be tracked over time to indicate trends in who enters the building and to allow for the deployment of appropriate security measures to mitigate any hazards associated with their actions. Physical access control system can regulate staff and visitors' access to facility as well as restricted interior areas. Physical access control, like digital security, is an essential component of any effective security strategy. Strong security starts with the physical access control. To keep your employees and property safe, you must know who is in your building and that they have the legal authorization to be there. And finally, an access control system is the technology that makes the process of providing keys considerable easier and more simplified. And thank you.